All right, the Reddit is ablaze with a big data mining quote unquote leak of a lot of stuff that looks like it's coming to Space Marine 2. Now, I want to stop you right now. If you've gone ahead and watched Chapter Master Valorac's video or anyone else that has covered it in the last day or two, this is not going to be anything new. If you're on the Reddit, it's not going to be anything new. I will put a link to the Reddit post in the description and the pinned comment. If you're up to date on all the news, I don't want to waste your time. I'm a day behind this, so I just wanted to get my thoughts and opinions out, and also the down and dirty of what I'm going to show you. It looks like there has been a data mine from the game files that currently exist, right, of some of the stuff that is coming to Space Marine 2 in the future seasons. As you can see right here, this is a bunch of White Scar's accoutrement, as well as a Corvus pattern helmet with a White Scar's symbol on it. So we're going to talk about each and every one of these pictures. If you'd rather just read it on Reddit and kind of go through that, again, you can find that link below. But if that's all you wanted to know, please feel free to go ahead and shut the video down. But before you do, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Each one of those things does help me out in a huge way. And also, if you are watching this right now, I'm actually streaming in the middle of doing this, but you can find my Twitch linked in the description and pinned comment as well. Head on over to my Twitch and watch me play multiplayer and fail miserably in both that and operations. But let's get started here on the quote-unquote leak of the data mined stuff coming to Space Marine 2. So jumping in here, let's take a look at what we've got as far as these cosmetics go. And one thing I want to say up front is that we will be getting with every chapter, right? Or I'm sorry, every season we get some sort of like kind of chapter pack. And that chapter pack, and we'll look at that at the very end of this video. We'll look at the roadmap. It says a cosmetic pack, a weapon pack, and a champion pack. The champion is a set series of cosmetics, and the champion is already in here. We can take a look at it. It's a Dark Angels champion. It looks really sick. Then we also can get a cosmetic pack. And that cosmetic pack we've already seen with the Ultramarines. The Ultramarines cosmetic pack is an additional set of basically colors and different badges. What I think the cosmetic packs going forward are going to be is the same thing, but also additional stuff here, like as you can see, because all the characters are already based as Ultramarines, right? Even though you're slapping around colors and making them whatever you want, the base cosmetics for everything are just simply Ultramarines. So the cosmetic pack for the Ultramarines in Season 1, it makes sense that it would just simply be more colors and more badges because everything else is Ultramarines related. So why I'm bringing this up is this is White Scars, and the White Scars, if we're talking about cosmetic packs, it would make sense then that we could get different Aquila, different helmets with different variations on the little crests on the helmet. This is a Corvus pattern helmet. Now, for those that play tabletop and know the lore, you know that the Corvus pattern helmet is a firstborn non-Primaris helmet. Well, we have also seen that the way that Primaris armor works, Mark 10 Aquila, whatever the Mark 10 armor is for Primaris, it's a modular armor set. It is Primaris armor, Phobos armor, and Gravis armor all use the same base platform. It's meant to be modulated across different ones, which is just narrative speak for we'll do whatever we want with whatever we need and whatever edition we want to make more models. So we've already seen Shrike come out as a Primaris model with a Corvus pattern helmet in the Primaris armor set. So I think it stands to reason here that we'll start to see more of those kind of firstborn helmets that we love so much brought either into the tabletop or into this game, or both. And again, we've already seen this helmet added in for Primaris. So we get a really cool White Scars pauldron, and we get a White Scars belt, which again, I think is just part of the cosmetic portion. Hopefully we'll have more options. And this looks to be obviously like a tactical Marine. And if it's a tactical, then I think it makes sense too that that's the war gear option right here, right? This is the war gear for White Scars. It adds all this cool flair and accoutrement. I'm going to say that word a lot here because my caffeine hasn't kicked in. So my vocabulary is a series of 15 words, if not 18. Jumping forward here, you can see this from just a different angle. You can see the accoutrement. No, the feathers are the plumes are in the back here a little bit more. So a lot of different fun angles here. And it's kind of just slapped onto the base template of an Ultramarine. It's just kind of, it's a T-pose here, right? There's nothing fancy. Now, moving into a different direction, we can see a Raven Guard quote-unquote cosmetic pack, because we have a Raven Guard pauldron here. We have, again, the Corvus pattern helmet with, or the beaky helmet is commonly referred to, with a Raven Guard crest on this and the Raven Guard Aquila on the chest piece. As well as down below here, a War Gear selection for the tactical that has some flavor that is themed around. Can I zoom in? Nope, can't. Yep, nope, nope. Nope, I can't. That is themed around Raven Guard as well. So a lot of fun, really cool stuff coming here, which I think is really exciting because we were all like, well, yeah, it's great that we're getting all these cool things right now, but everything still kind of looks ultramarine flavored. So this is cool to see that the cosmetic pack on the roadmap means that it will probably get different things to actually truly make our custom characters in operations and in PvP actually look like the chapters we want them to look like. For those that are big Space Wolves fans, you'll be able to finally put that butt plug in with the tail. For those of you that are big Dark Angels fans or Blood Angels fans, hopefully we'll get a lot of wing accents or a lot of chalice and blood accents, all sorts of fun things. Black Templar fans, can we add more chains? I think we want that, right? Raven Guard and White Scars, you already see what you're getting. And again, another version here. Now this is, again, the Corvus pattern helmet, but now it has the Dark Angels crest over here. We have the Dark Angels Aquila. And this is cool too, to see different formats of the Aquila, because every single chapter has that. Well, no, I'm sorry, not every single chapter. Every single main chapter that gets covered in tabletop as far as the books and model ranges go, typically get really cool different, I'm going to say upgrade kits, because that is what's common to the most recent editions of Warhammer 40,000. But in the past, we had very different models for every single range, right? When it came to Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Black Templars, we had these different cool kits on the chest pieces, with like the blood drop will be here on a Blood Angel version. This would have a big blood drop there. Space Wolves would have a really cool one too, with like the wolf head and some individual location. A lot of really fun flair. In fact, even I made my bullshit joke about the Space Wolves, and I've always said Space Wolves are the very first 40k army I ever collected, and they're near and dear to my heart, especially because of William King's good writings. But having this guy draped in wolf pelts, I think, is going to be a really fun set of accents to add into these characters to see in the future. We can see down here more Dark Angel action, the Dark Angel pauldron, which we get a better view of over here. So just a lot of real awesome sickness coming to these guys. And here is our Bulwark champion. Supposed this is what we believe is the champion. On one hand, that's really sick. On the other hand, I'm bummed that this is the champion only, because that helmet is so fucking rad. I would love to see that helmet on anything else. But you can see those pauldrons look great. The Vambraces look awesome. I would maybe have liked to have seen an inner knight, but I'm sorry, inner circle knight, but I do like the winged helm because it's just so iconic, right? It's all over the book, all over that codex. And I hope that we can actually edit the robes on this, because one thing it's been kind of weird to see, but in the more recent editions for Dark Angels, we have seen like Deathwing Primaris, where they have the tan armor and then the green tabards. And furthermore, I would just like to be able to edit those tabards going forward. So we see some different variations here on this, but overall, this is that champion. It's looking pretty damn awesome for the Dark Angels. And here's the back side of it with a ruckus. And we have another version here for the Salamanders. Again, this is just purely cosmetic stuff. So we have a belt here. We have the Salamander symbol. We have the chain across here. The basilisk teeth on there. This would, I assume, be dragon scale, because that is a very Salamander's thing. And this too would be dragon scale. So it would actually have a ton of flavor to it. And this again gives me hope for looking at stuff like Space Wolves, right? This could be made of wolf pelt, and that's 100% what a Space Wolf like little loincloth looks like. Or this being a little tabard thing was very common in a lot of the Blood Angel models from like the 7th and 8th editions. So I see this just being a lot of different fun characteristic ways to color this to fit the chapters that would make sense with it. We have, again, going in with this, I don't think this is the champion. I think that would be kind of weak to just simply make this the champion. I think this is part of a cosmetic pack. Furthermore, we finally get kind of a look of what a weapon cosmetic pack looks like, because it says in the future chapter packs, or I'm sorry, the future, chapter packs, that it does come with a weapon skin pack. And we've seen all the Ultramarine weapon skins, right? It's been part of the drops. It's been part of the pre-order. It's been part of just the thing that's coming to the game for DLC. We've seen tons of Ultramarine existent stuff. So now we can see what Salamanders looks like on the last fusel, bolt rifle, last fusel, last fusel, bolt rifle, last fusel. Whatever. It's a bolt rifle, because now that what do I know? It's like I've played the game for 20 years and I still suck at it. But here's an example of the flavor of the Dark Angels version. So Dark Angels, auto bolt gun, auto bolt rifle, whatever. Never forget, never remember. We have this, that it's just going to look absolutely sick. So it's cool to see that these different versions of all these exist here, so we can actually have a lot of fun and not just kind of feel like different Ultramarines, right? Like Angels of Death. This is such a sick power sword. Now this stands to begs the question, is this going to be just like a champion power sword, or is this just going to be the power sword skin that comes with the Dark Angels pack? And I'm really, really, really excited to see more of these. I think this is the Volkite pistol, but it looks like just a plasma pistol with not turned on. Oh, it's just a different skin, I guess. Again, a different skin here. Another one here. I think this one's in the game. I'm pretty sure I've got this one. I don't know. No. And this one is a plasma pistol. Man, look how great my informative videos are, where I swear to God I know the lore that I don't know. But again, I'm really excited to see how this all plays itself out. I'm excited to see how we get more variations on the future chapters. Let's take a look real quick at the roadmap to get a feel for what that looks like from a timeline perspective. So with the roadmap, we can 100%, it is a Volkite pistol. Man, I am really terrible at this whole thing. Don't watch my videos. I clearly don't know the difference between Volkite and plasma. Get back on point, right? So looking further down here at the Dark Angels Champion Pack, Cosmetic Pack, and Weapon Skin Pack, we can see how a lot of that stuff has already come to the fore, right? We have seen the option for the Aquila, we've seen the option for the Pauldron, and now we've seen the Weapon Skin Pack for the what was in there? Was it well, I know the power sword was there. That was the coolest damn one. So the power sword was there, the auto bolt gun. So a bunch of different variations of weapon skins coming, hopefully, with this Dark Angels pack. And that kind of looks at, over here, one chapter will receive a Champion Pack, Cosmetic Pack, and Weapon Pack. A lot of us were thinking, that this would be Blood Angels, because Blood Angels are already coming to the game, to 10th edition. They just launched their new model range, and their Sanguinary Guard are still missing wings, and I'm not bitter about it, because it's not like I've collected Blood Angels for 3 editions and I'm mad about it at all. But we get a cosmetic pack and a weapon skin pack, so maybe this will actually be White Scars. Maybe this will actually be Salamanders over here, one of these in one slot or the other. Maybe what we looked at was actually one of the champions, because it says another chapter will receive a champion pack. So it looks like every single season, they'll break the mold of just simply having a chapter pack. They'll have a chapter pack plus a champion pack outside of that for a specific chapter. And it is kind of confusing too. If you bought the season pass, you'll get this and this. Pretty much everything in this bottom row. It's explained on the Steam website or whatnot. If you buy the season pass, it's got everything that is included in this bottom section. So you won't need to buy this every time. It's just pretty much buying the season pass is like a unlimited battle pass that'll get you these. Because remember, you're not just having the champion pack and the cosmetic pack is not just there. You have to actually still unlock it with requisition. So we'll have to see how that plays itself out. So these are all of our expectations of the future when it comes to these champion packs or cosmetic packs and chapter packs and whatever pack I'm going to say. But go ahead and let me know in the comment section below how you're feeling about this. Are you stoked on the future of what you've seen from the Raven Guard, the White Scars, and the Dark Angels? Would you like to see different chapters? Or does this give you ideas now for different ways that you can see this being envisioned? Like, oh man, this makes me so excited now for Space Wolves, because now I know I'm going to be getting cool wolf pelts and different takes on things, that it's not just simply, oh, here's a bunch of different badges and colors. Because I think that was the biggest thing when I saw the Ultramarines cosmetic pack and what was going into it. I was like, well, this doesn't really feel super cool. It just feels like a bunch of different colors, which isn't bad, but it didn't feel necessarily like I was really moving the Marine away from being an Ultramarine if I colored my guy like a Black Templar with the Sword Brethren, which is what I was doing. which also excites me too, right? I'm playing Black Templars right now because, again, of my bitterness towards the Blood Angels. So that excites me for what it could mean for Black Templars. Or maybe we finally do get wings in the Black Templars or the Blood Angels are not going to shit on my bed. But whatever it is, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below how you're feeling. And you can see all this blown out in the Steam powered page or Steam website. It shows you when the rough dates of all these. So we're October 1st when this video was made. So that is season 2 is just beginning. I've asked them what that means as far as season 2's deliverables. Are we deliverables? Like I'm in a corporate meeting. Are we going to see all this right at the beginning in one patch? Is it trickled out across the season timeline or what have you? How's the kind of setup here? So season 2 will last until the end of the year. Season 3 will start right at the beginning of the year, and season 4 will kick off in spring. So this only brings us until Q2, Q3 of 2025, which will then have another set of seasons. They said they have quite a bit of multi-year covering of the game left to us. So go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care.